and welcome to Let's Bleepin Play. I am Sean Begins.
I am the mason that flaps in the night.
And I found a Riddler map off screen, Thomas.
Woo!
Hell yeah.
Thomas
Finding
filling in with the
riddles.
important details.
Oh, you just punched that guy in the dick. His balls are gone, Batman. Jesus.
He keeps punching me in the dick. Why does he keep punching me in the dick?
But, yeah, so... also, a couple things to note. They were talking about the Superman trailer last time, and I didn't want to interrupt. But
Right.
there is a plot point where, at this point, Arkham is cut off. Mm-hmm. There is absolutely no one coming for help. Batman is basically up against the hill at this point. He is all alone.
As he is quite often.
Indeed.
Running up that road. He's running up that hill.
And I did say that I would give my thoughts on the Superman trailer this time.
Well,
Or
let's set it up. Let's set it up. Everyone, what you have been waiting for. The moment. Thomas's thoughts on the possible Superman trailer in the superhero franchise. I have really butchered this. Thomas, go!
Whoa.
I didn't expect to get hype from it, but okay. Short and to the point, I have complete faith in James Gunn.
Interesting.
You really like all of the James Gunn superhero movies.
I have not. There has not been a James Gunn superhero. There's not been a James Gunn movie that I have watched and disliked other than Super, which was kind of its own thing. Mm-hmm. So, just full disclosure, I have complete faith in James Gunn. I'm not a shill or whatever, but like I have complete faith. I have not watched anything from him that I have disliked, except for like whatever the hell it is, that one piece of shit movie, Brightburn. But that's not technically from him.
he didn't direct that.
Did he write it or did he just produce it?
I think he just produced it, I think.
He didn't even. He gave them like $1 or whatever, and was like, "Sure,
Yeah,
I'll
so he
contribute to the
produced
movie."
it. Yeah, he produced it. So yeah, put his name on. Yeah, it's one of those. I don't know how much he had involved, but he put his name on it, type of thing.
Yeah, and that's really the only thing. Again, that and Super are really the only things I've seen that I've seen from James Gunn that I do not like. So again, I personally have basically complete faith in him. Even if he makes some weird story decisions, I have complete faith in what he's going to do. Now, do I think that I will be like 100% sold from the trailer? If it's good enough, yes. But again, we will see.
And I don't think it's one that has to be 100% sold.
Oh, that's a guy.
Oh, yep, that was a man. But I think it's one that does need to at least sell you mostly. Like, I think it's one of those that is very important. Glide in the secret tunnels.
Secret tunnel. I think the reason why I'm not as like all the way on board with like I'm trying to figure out how to phrase this. I think the reason why I'm cautious about like James Gunn being the director is that I don't think I agree with you. He hasn't made a movie that I've seen that I dislike. I haven't seen Super personally. But none of the movies that I've seen for me personally have really fit the tone of a Superman movie.
But maybe I will say this, maybe it's time to get a new tone for Superman. We had the Reeves tone, we've had the Snyder tone. It might be time to see if we can get something
for a new tone.
The difference
maybe
the difference is like, again, because I'm just going to be honest, Peacemaker alone sold me that basically James Gunn can do no wrong. Because he made me give a shit about Peacemaker.
That's fair.
So,
and like I said, I don't think any of the James Gunn superhero movies have been bad by any stretch of the imagination. I have at least somewhat enjoyed all of them. I think his more recent ones, man, he just goes right for the dick. Goodness gracious.
That was more in like the lower.
It was in the groinal area. Anyway, but his last few I haven't been as keen on. Like, this again, I thought Guardians 3 was fine, but it was a little lengthy and made some decisions that I was like, okay, sure. And I'm not a huge, as I said before, I'm not a huge fan of the Suicide Squad. I think there are things I like about it, and there are things I dislike about it. It ended up just kind of being a solid middle of the road movie for me. But I do think that, Superman is a different beast. Mm-hmm. And I do really think that James Gunn's tone could absolutely fit Superman.
Well, again, that's assuming they go for the James Gunn tone.
I was gonna, yeah.
And again, it's not necessarily saying that it's not gonna have the same tone as, say, Guardians or Suicide Squad. But I do think James Gunn has a tone in his filmmaking that just always exists there in his films. Yeah. And that's not to say like it's all going to be jokes or it's all going to be this. It's just that he does have a very unique style to his writing and the way he crafts his films that will be there in the Superman movie. And I think that is going to fit Superman in a way that it I think will be nice.
It's also just the way he's talked about the movie has given me a lot of faith. Mm-hmm. And again, I'm not like a James Gunn apologist. He's done stuff I don't like, even in movies I like of his. Mm-hmm. There are elements that I'm like raising an eyebrow at. Mm-hmm. But again, I personally have a lot of faith in James Gunn.
Absolutely.
That's why I think the DCEU will be good, because he is the creative head of it. That's a guy looking at me. Leave me alone.
Let me kick you.
There, went for the skull this time. Da-da-da-da-da. Hey, da-da-da-da.
Do you want to be unconscious? Laying on the floor.
Bleeding from your skull.
I didn't realize James Gunn is also the solo written by credit.
Yes, James Gunn writes most of his movies. So that's why you're going to get James Gunn's writing style through it as well. Are you more are you more confident in James Gunn's Superman or Reeves's Batman 2?
I mean, can I just say both?
Yeah, you can. Absolutely. That's fine.
I'm pretty confident in both. If I had to choose, I would probably say Reeves Batman 2, but that's because Reeves proved himself with Batman.
For me,
1.
it's Reeves Batman 2, but that's simply because I don't think I've watched a Matt Reeves film that I haven't liked. Like, that I wouldn't rate highly. Like, I really like Matt Reeves and his style.
I'm trying to think. Other than the Batman, have I seen another Matt Reeves movie?
Have you seen any of the Planet of the Apes?
No.
He did the Let the Right One In remake, Let Me In. Okay, and then he did Cloverfield.
So that's a no.
Okay.
No, that's the only one I've seen.
He's done some television stuff as well.
I mean, I haven't seen a lot of his movies, but I have seen the Planet of the Apes remakes, which is...
He did the two Planet of the Apes. The first one was directed by somebody else, but two.
He did
Dawn and War.
He did Dawn and War, and Dawn is my favorite of those, so...
And
Dawn is incredible.
And I will say, my only worry from this is that I do think War was a step down from Dawn.
Oh, I do agree.
And that was the sequel, so I'm kind of like, okay, how well does Matt Reeves do sequels? Because that's his only sequel that he's done. Like, his only, follow-up of his own movies.
Okay, but this is true. I will admit this is true. But War's still good.
Oh, yeah. It's less about that. It's just like, if I was to truly 100% answer the question, I'm like, if there's any doubt, that's where the doubt would come from.
That's fair.
I don't really have much doubt because I do really like Matt Reeves.
Well, even if he delivers a weaker movie, in my opinion, than Batman Part 1, Batman Part 1 is still, I think, one of the best superhero movies ever made. So
yeah. So yeah, it'll be.
Mommy, Daddy, goddamn it!
Oh no!
Oh my God!
Also, they're like, you know what is needed? Thomas and Martha Wayne need a bench.
This is completely off topic. I'm so used to seeing Thomas Wayne with a mustache that when he doesn't have it, it's like, who are you?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Thomas Wayne was a surgeon?
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought he was the mayor.
No. When did you get that?
I'm kidding.
I don't know about no mayor.
I'm kidding.
But yeah.
Where'd he get all his money from?
Being a surgeon.
Did they make a lot of money?
Yes, they make a lot of money.
I didn't know that.
Are you stupid?
Hey, Mason.
Might be.
I know that sometimes we don't use our brains, but I'm just going to tell you here that Batman believes in you. Please try. We believe in you, buddy.
You see, Batman believes in you. Gotta try.
Oh my God, Batman believes in me.
It was like Batman visiting a Make-A-Wish kid.
You're not
Call me a
terminally
Make-A-Wish kid.
You're not terminally ill. You're just really dumb. Now, to be fair to Mason, I don't think they make like
No.
as much money as Thomas Wayne does.
Thomas also invested in a lot of stuff. He created a company.
I was gonna say he's
also...
also
Yeah.
also a philanthropist.
Yeah,
So-
he created a company. So his
But no.
vast fortune is not just from being a surgeon.
Yes, so you
We're-
are correct.
We're just being dicks to Mason.
That's kind of our default mode, and I feel bad for the kid.
It's all right.
The
We're
kid-
basically what
The kid at 22 years old.
we're
by the
basically
time
being
this
what
comes
Batman
out.
does to the criminals around here, just punching Mason,
Genuinely.
Oh my god.
Genuinely.
but with words.
Genuinely, if I had a problem with it, I would have said something by now.
Yeah, it's fair.
I liked the Joker paint on the lockers. I actually kind of like that.
Yeah.
I was looking up the.
Oh, that is actually a really rad little. Oh, Batman had to look over his shoulder.
So,
You seen this shit?
so also what's curious about this is just dramatic timing at its best. A Superman movie comes out to basically entirely predict the future of the DCU and DC's 90th anniversary because 2025 is the 90th anniversary of DC.
Yep,
May or may not have been a reason I wanted to do this game.
it's a big year next year for DC.
There we go. Jesus.
Look at that.
Riddle
Riddle me this, Batman. Go ahead and destroy some Joker teeth.
It's not
Riddler,
even a
that's
riddle.
that's not a riddle. Yes, it is. I'm the Riddler, so I said it, and therefore it's a riddle.
I was looking up the. I was looking up the other writer on the Batman. He had a 1-2 punch in 2022 because he did the Batman and Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
a 1-2 punch of writing credits. Like, man.
I really like the detonate animation.
The explosive gel.
Like it looks cool. Everything that happens in it is just kind of cool.
I like to think that Batman doesn't have to do the explosive gel in the Batman.
No,
in the
yeah,
Batsuit
yeah.
Oh, he
pose.
definitely
just-
doesn't.
He just does
He's-
it out of
he's-
compulsion.
He's just really good at branding.
Yeah, like that.
really
That's-
good.
That's why.
That's a line from Dark Knight's Death Metal, I believe it is, where they're being chased by like these evil alternate Batman, and Harley Quinn are like, Bruce, I'll give even the dark versions of you credit. Y'all are really good at branding.
that's I was saying like why I kind of like the bat gadgets and things like that because it's like Batman brand, like it's his brand.
The Bat brand.
Of course, Of course, he uses Batman brand shark repellent bat spray. Of course, he uses the Bat credit card because everything has to be his brand.
Let's
It's the Bat Space Shuttle.
that's one of the best jokes.
Oh no, they hit the Bat Tower.
If I were there, it wouldn't have gone down like that.
They hit the Batagon.
The Batagon. A second bat plane is hit the tower.
Same bat plane, same
Same
bat.
bat, different bat tower.
Oh no. Oh, that's awful.
Where the were we?
I don't know, but we're
You were
basically.
I said something about the I was quoting the Lego Batman joke.
Well, okay, yeah, I think I remember where we are now. That's one of the best old internet memes, in my opinion, where Batman's like robbing the Batmobiles on the fridge, check the battery, and he's like, "What's a Turi?" And he just glares at him.
What's a turd? Yep.
What's a Turi? That's really funny.
I also I know it's really cheesy and some of them are really dumb, but I always did appreciate the Robin Holy Blank Batman.
I
Like-
appreciate it, except when they tried to make it cute in Batman Forever.
That's fair. That is fair.
I say that, but it is unintentionally hilarious because it's like, and it's full of holes. Holy.
Holy.
Oh, just his reaction.
No, the funny part to me is his reaction to the first part when he's like, "Holy rusted metal, Batman." Huh?
Yeah. What?
He just goes, "Huh?"
Okay, so I actually got into this discussion with my dad and his wife the other day, where we got on the discussion of Batman, and we brought up Val Kilmer. And I was just like, I think Val Kilmer is a good Bruce Wayne. What about Batman? I think he's a good Bruce Wayne.
That's kind of my opinion on it.
That was Bob Kane's opinion on it. I think one of the Batman creators' opinion on that. Anyways,
I think Val Kilmer is my least favorite Batman. I do love him as Bruce Wayne, though.
No, mine's still George Clooney.
Mine is Val Kilmer. Like he's.
Well, because here's my thing about George Clooney. He ain't playing Batman. He's just George Clooney.
That's fair.
It's what cracks me up, though. I'm sorry to interrupt, Sean.
You're fine. Go ahead.
Is when he drops down and it's like, "Hi, Freeze, I'm Batman."
Hi, Freeze. I'm Batman.
It's like, oh, what a load! You're not Batman. You're George Clooney. You are Danny Ocean, mother.
3 years before Danny Ocean even was a thing.
I know.
Because this is George Clooney at the time he's a television actor.
well, technically, Danny Ocean was a thing before because Ocean's 11 was a remake.
Okay, but yeah,
anyways.
George Clooney.
Okay, actually, man. Mason pushed
No,
up
no,
his...
no, 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 no. Actually,
Mason,
man.
Mason pushed up his glasses, pushed down his fedora, and said, actually... You're right. No, you are technically correct. The best kind of correct.
What cracks me up is I looked at Batman and Robin came out in 1997.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the same year The Peacemaker dropped for George Clooney, and both those aren't good.
George Clooney started... George Clooney's...
Peacemaker's not awful. It's just, here's my thing with George Clooney. I'm sorry, I keep interrupting.
You're fine.
Sean. George Clooney ain't a action hero.
No.
And I've never bought him as one. So in The Peacemaker, when they're like, yeah, he's the super badass CIA dude, I'm like, no, it's not. He's George Clooney.
What I love George Clooney in is more dramas than anything. George Clooney's one of my favorite actors. He's top 10 in my book. I love George Clooney as an actor. But a lot of his early stuff is him trying to find what he should be. George Clooney's always best when he's kind of the suave, in-control guy. And I think the best movies with George Clooney are where he's the guy who is normally completely in control, and then his control is slowly being taken away from him, and he's having to react to it. Or, just cast him in a Coen Brothers movie, because, God, he's hilarious in Coen Brothers movie. Even
true.
bad Coen Brothers movie, like Hail Caesar.
Did you not like Hail Caesar?
I was very middling on it.
Okay, I didn't either.
I was very, very middling at best.
Hail Caesar was just fine. Like, I didn't think it was great, but
I was really hoping for, like, it felt like it was going to be a really, really zany Coen Brothers movie, and then it just kind of was. I really like the just environments. I know that this game has great environments, but I was like, this is really cool.
Yeah, just this one in particular, like, god damn.
Like, the cages all up in the air, like, everything, like...
Yeah. Ironically enough, I think it is Ocean's 11 where George Clooney really caught his stride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is really good in the Ocean's 11 movie. Obviously, one of my all-time favorite movies is Michael Clayton. He is so good in that movie.
Still have yet to see that. but I've been
It's on
meaning to.
Paramount Plus, so I have no
it is?
excuse. I just
Okay.
haven't.
I didn't
Or
realize.
it was for a little bit. I don't know if it is anymore.
One of my favorite roles of his is in Burn After Reading, when
Oh, I love
plays
Burn After Reading
against
so
type.
much. I
Against type.
love Burn After Reading so much, dude.
Isn't that when he shoots Brad Pitt in the face?
That is
Yes, that is what it...
the big, hilarious moment in the middle that no one expects. Oh.
Well, I mucked up.
He walks in. Well, Betsy, I think you are
You're a bitch.
bad at what you do.
It looks like it's still on Paramount Plus.
That's cool. I probably still won't watch it.
The ways I like, you mentioned the action hero like things, like there are a few like quote unquote action type hero, even though they're not necessarily action movies. Like when he did The American, where he plays an assassin, but it's more of a drama in it, and he's kind of an older assassin. I really liked that movie, albeit that was a very artsy kind of like bro movie. So, but in just straightforward action movies, no, I don't think George Clooney is
I was gonna
great
say
in a straightforward action film.
I'm trying to think of like. Again, I think George Clooney's a good actor. He's just one of those actors that I haven't seen in a lot of stuff. Because I don't watch good movies. What the do you mean too late? Who the saw me?
I think my
Whatever.
probably my favorite Clooney movie, other than the Ocean's movies, is Mr. Fox.
Oh,
Fantastic Mr.
yeah.
Fox. He's
I
so good in
forgot,
that
man.
movie.
Fantastic.
Do you remember when he played the president in Spy Kids?
Yeah,
and then
it was Sylvester Stallone.
In
all
Spy
the
Kids
time.
3, yeah, that's Spy Kids. He's the president in Spy Kids 1 and 2. And then in 3, I don't think he's in 2. I think he's in 1 and 3. And yeah, he changes into he starts slurring his words and changes slowly into Stallone.
Huh.
Spy Kids 3
3
is a weird movie. It is a weird movie. Like, I like Robert Rodriguez. I do really like a lot of his style. I like a lot of stuff in there. But, man, he makes a lot of bad movies. Like, I just want to say.
Yeah.
He was in Spy Kids 1 and 3.
That's what I thought. I thought it was 1 and 3 because, like, yeah. And he's just always on a screen in the two movies. Like, you never actually see him.
Oh, now I realize what I'm doing wrong. I completely misheard. Yeah, whatever. Just
Oh, that's right. I was just looking at Robert Rodriguez movies. I was like, have I ever seen any other ones? I forgot he did Hypnotic,
Yeah. That was his most recent one.
which is an okay movie, and then the twist happens, and it's a really good movie.
Hypnotic, because me and Mason saw it around the same time, and
Yeah.
I remember because Mason saw it first, and he was like, "Are you gonna see it? Yeah, tell me what you think." And I was ready to consider this like this is the most mid movie of the year, and then the twist happens, and for the last third, I'm just kind of like,
Yeah, that's honestly what it's pretty mid until you get to the twist, and then it becomes
Which is
really
so
good.
against Rodriguez's style. Rodriguez doesn't do twists.
yeah. Now, to be fair, maybe I was stupid. Maybe it's like, oh, the twist is predictable. I didn't see it coming.
It totally
maybe I'm stupid. I don't know.
it went over my head.
Okay, so what have you been doing wrong?
Basically, what I missed is that you can't take any of them out because that alerts the guy up front who pulls the lever.
Oh, okay.
That was me being stupid. The game's still goated. That's me being a dumb.
I did a dumb and let the Joker taunt me for my dumbness. Oh, Batsy, it looks like you're a dum-dum.
Stupid. You're a doodoo head, Batman.
The Joker. Look, okay, the Joker is the most likely Batman villain to call him a doo-doo head.
He's just throwing preschool insults at him.
Do we think there are any other Batman villains that would call Batman a doo-doo head?
Riddler.
No, Riddler's a little too sophisticated.
I think he would. I think he'd stoop to that level.
I think if he's like the really petty
Yeah,
Riddler.
maybe if he's been beaten at the very end. No, you're just a doo-doo head.
Yes, exactly.
That's fair.
That's kind of what I was
It's
thinking.
less of an insult and more of like Riddler's got nothing because he's a...
and Riddler sucking up that copium.
Any of the Bronze Era villains. So like Condiment King, Clock King, the Eraser.
You know, Condiment King's like an industry plant.
What?
Because, like, Condiment King was never meant to be a real villain. He just showed up in one episode of Batman the Animated Series as, like, a joke because the whole gag was that, like, some guy had been hypnotized to be a supervillain and he was really bad at it. So, Condiment King is like an industry plant villain. He was never real.
Condiment King's not real. He can't hurt you.
I'm trying to think of any other because like
I mean,
maybe Harley.
If we're going for the more immature Harley, I think Egghead from the '60s show.
Yeah.
That was too close.
That was really close. That man, unfortunately, even if he lived through this part, the Joker wasn't letting him live. What do you mean you walked past him?
He was literally right there.
He sniffed your shoulder.
Ew, first of all.
Joker,
Why
why do your minions smell like eggs? How do you know that?
No, you know who would call him a doo-doo head? The puppet guy.
Ventriloquist.
Ventriloquist, yeah.
I
He
can
would
see.
absolutely do that.
Okay, see, this is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to come up here, get to where the guy is at the lever, and then you're supposed to take him out first.
Oh, that makes sense.
So that was me being a dumb. I totally forgot that. Thanks, buddy. Nice
Damn.
job having nice job having tunnel vision. It literally popped up too. I'm such an idiot.
Damian Wayne would also probably call him a doo-doo head.
Yeah.
Just because he's a child.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he calls him a doo-doo head. Batman's like at his desk. He just stops and slowly turns to him out of confusion.
I think that's the only Robin that I would expect doo-doo head
Oh,
to be. Oh, that.
Whoa.
Nobody saw that.
I still have my one rule.
I'm
The one
right.
rule was not broken. I did not break it.
He fell.
I think I found him that way.
I'm saying Humpty Dumpty was pushed by Batman.
In
You really don't think that I would push him out the window, right?
Now, I will say, again, I am playing this game on easy mode because in normal mode, bullets go through your health like butter.
It's just like in
like bullets through butter.
just like yeah.
It tastes like steak,
buttered
but
bullets.
cuts like butter.
Tastes like steak, but no, tastes like copper.
That was like
It tastes like
some
lead.
commercial or whatever was talking about some meat or whatever, and it was like, it tastes like steak, but cuts like butter. And I was like, that sounds...
Oh,
I
That's
can't believe
stupid.
it's not steak.
I can't believe it's not.
Oh, this is Robert.
Can't believe it's not pro. Why can't I think of it? Why Porterhouse? Why can't I? I was gonna say, why the fuck couldn't I think of that steak name?
I had no idea that the Joker would do anything like this, and then he was there and he did stuff like this. I know he was meaning he didn't realize the Joker was here,
No,
but it's
I
like
know, I know, I
it's
get-
it gives very much the voting for the leopard eat your face party.
Well, it might not be my face he eats.
Oh goodness gracious, that's actually a pretty cool puzzle. Actually, all things considered,
Yeah,
when
it's-
you read and know what they're doing.
Yeah, I was gonna say when you're not an idiot like me.
What if they did a Batman TMNT game?
You just
How cool would that be?
just have like one final DLC for Batman for TMNT Shredder's Revenge, and it's just Batman.
That in a beat 'em up actually would be really funny if they added that. That would actually be pretty fun. I mean, we're getting the last Ronin game. So.
I was about to ask about that. I was like,
We
is
have
that still
gotten-
being a thing?
Yeah, we had.
Well, keep in mind, games nowadays, it's like, oh, we'll announce them now, and it'll take 70
We
years
did get
to come
a
out.
teaser announcement that was like an actual.
Who's developing that?
I forgot.
Oh goodness,
Oh, that's a bomb.
that does seem like a problem.
Well, you're just gonna have to get rid of it. But sometimes you can't.
Yeah, this time I can.
Oh good.
Yeah, no, I completely forgot who's developing it. Because, I'll be honest, everybody loves The Last Ronin, and I'm not going to be like a hypocrite. I'm not going to be like a... What the hell is it? A contrarian and say it's not good. But I've never read it despite owning it for like a year.
That's fair.
It's at the library, too. I'm like, I literally have no excuse now. It's at the fucking library.
I've never read it, but I have like seen like all the figures, and so I know a lot of like it's cool looking.
So it's going to be developed by Black Forest Games.
Oh, okay, Black Forest.
It's a subsidiary of THQ Nordic.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Same people who made Bubsy the Woolly Strike Back.
Oh, so it's going to suck.
Oh, but they also
I
did
say that, but Bubsy Woolly Strike Back is like the only tolerable Bubsy game, so...
They also did
You thought that you were going to work with me? I work alone.
They also did the
Oh, that-
Destroy All Humans game.
Oh, those are good.
Yeah.
The new ones. Yeah, those are good.
Those are good games.
God. Oh, gross.
Yeah, that's what the Titan does.
Oh, that's nasty.
Yeah, no, so actually the last Ronin game, oh my god, if it's a PS3 era action hack and slash, I will be in hog heaven. There actually is a trophy for... Oh! There actually is a trophy for beating these Titans without using the Batarangs, but that's a pain in the ass, so I'm not going to bother.
You know, for as big as these guys are, they don't really take out a lot of your health when they smack you.
Again, it's because I'm playing on easy
Baby
mode.
mode. On normal mode, whack. Oh, there go my health.
Yeah, on normal mode, you say that as a joke, but on normal mode, it's like, they whack me, that's half of it gone. Oh my god. I didn't realize easy mode was this easy, to be honest.
That's
but
fair.
I also, like, I hate to say it, I'm not sorry that I'm making the viewers, like, repeat watch something 87 times.
There will be times when we play something on harder modes to show skill. There will be times.
With us? No.
I'm not doing that.
There will be times.
Where you... Well, I'm done.
Where Sean does it? Oh god, we're going to be here for 8 years.
What am I... Yeah, who do I have to prove myself to?
Yourself?
Batman. Oh, well, now I got
Well,
it.
I know
Mason,
I
I believe in
suck.
you.
I don't have to prove that.
No, Mason. Believe in yourself. Like I believe in you.
Believe in yourself, and you can always win.
Oh!
And you can... Oh!
And you can... Oh, my ribs.
I can't breathe anymore.
My
Kill him.
ribs are puncturing my lungs.
What the hell just happened?
The camera got caught in him.
I am the night.
I like to imagine that all those bats flying in, only Batman sees.
Yeah, like he's just hallucinating. This is what it looks like, actually.
Whoa.
It's cool.
That was pretty
I
badass.
This game turns Batman into kind of a Power Ranger.
A little bit.
Or Common Rider,
Well.
but I like it.
We beat 2. What will we beat next time on Let's Bleepin' Play?
Ba-da-da-da-da.
And will we beat Mason?
Wait, what?